Hi, welcome to the Fortinus Events Global Podcast Series, where we connect with visionary leaders shaping the future of business, people, and innovation across industries. I'm your host, Shashika, and today we're exploring how organizations can better optimize cost, productivity, and workforce mobility, especially in an environment where HR leaders are expected to deliver greater efficiency while enhancing employee experience. We're joined by Grab for Business, a platform that is helping organizations modernize how they manage corporate mobility, employee benefits, and workforce related spending across the Philippines. Joining us today is Eiji Macasaet, Head of Country Partnerships and Business Development at Grab Philippines. Ilji, welcome, and it's great to have you with us.
Hello, Rashika. Yes. Hi. Great to be here and really, really just have this collaboration with Fortinus group of events for the CHRO next year. Hi. Nice to meet you. And yeah, pleasure to be here. Hi, everybody. I'm AG. I head Grab for Business in the Philippines, and leading the digital transformation across the B2B enterprise business for Grab as well. There you go.
Thank you for the introduction, EG. All right, so let's start. Okay, first one is as Grab for Business continues to evolve in the Philippines, what key trends are you seeing in corporate mobility and logistics that HR leaders should be paying close attention to?
Yes, there's actually quite a lot. I mean, I think Philippines is a very big, evolving or emerging market. Companies are increasingly adopting digital solutions to streamline operations and improve efficiency as they grow their businesses. I think three different factors there would definitely be sustainability as they undergo digital transformation. Companies are increasingly emphasizing sustainability as part of their ESG reporting requirements, and we in Grab for Business definitely would want to, help enhance what's needed in order to drive more sustained approach, eco-friendly, and including even opting in more transportation options for different staff or members. Second would be the hyperlocal connectivity. With the ongoing public utility vehicle modernization in the Philippines, there is definitely a gap when it comes to being the more reliable first and last mile connectivity for all of the HR leaders out there. So now we are looking to bridge that gap in Grab for Business and that gap between home and major transit hubs or offices for different employees is definitely something that we would want to simplify in the upcoming years. So the rise of flexible mobility also is the third factor. Companies are moving away from fixed shuttle services or company-owned fleets, and this definitely just not save costs, but also it's becoming a preferred demand when it comes to mobility that caters to hybrid schedules. So this is all for the employees only when they wanted to use it and when they need it.
All right, EG, thank you so much for that. All right, let's move on.
Thank you.
All right, okay, EG. Cost control and employee experience are often viewed as competing priorities. From your perspective, how can platforms like Grab for Business help HR and to strike the right balance between operational efficiency and workforce satisfaction?
Oh, that's a very good question. And, actually for me, efficiency definitely in terms of workforce is also a key to the great performances of the team members or of the workforce, right? First is we have to play around visibility. Visibility means that it also equates to optimization. So us and Grab for Business, we provide detailed reporting and analytics, allowing HR and finance teams to monitor spending and identify cost saving opportunities for their employees or staff. We also wanted to harp on policy based controls. So instead of a blanket no, finance can set usage policies. For example, setting of timings when it comes to the ride availabilities. Let's say if they wanted to set it around 9 to 6 a.m., especially for those who are, going beyond working hours. Or let's say for just as simple as ordering meals, right? So we can actually set limiting food order brackets in order for them to have a specific amount there for the employees to not overspend. So this actually helps to provide better benefits and also flexibility when it comes to monitoring different spending habits of their employees. Part of that also is direct corporate billing. This is a massive win for the workforce satisfaction because employees no longer have to shell out their own cash and wait for 30 days for reimbursement. It actually removes the cash flow burden also from the employees, enjoying the full benefits of what Grab for Business can provide to their company.
That's great, EG. Okay, right.
Thank you.
All right, EG. So next one. Many
Mhm.
Philippine organizations are still navigating the shift away from manual processes when it comes to corporate mobility and workforce-related spending. So, what are the most common challenges you see businesses face when organizing this in this era, in this area, and how does Grab for Business help address these pain points?
Ah, yes. I think most of our participants in the event definitely can relate to this. It's definitely so. One of it is definitely the paper trail nightmare. Many PH businesses, Philippine businesses or business enterprises, still rely on physical receipts, which gets lost or sometimes you cannot read it anymore when they file for it, etc. So GFB or Grab for Business actually solves this with digital, consolidated monthly invoicing. One invoice for thousands of trips, definitely. Second is the security and the duty of care. So in a busy city like Manila, or maybe Cebu or any other regions in the Philippines where Grab is present, ensuring an employee gets home safely after a late shift is also a liability. So GFB solves this with real-time trip tracking, share my ride features, and also we've vetted on five-star drivers because we want to ensure that no matter what time it is in the day, in the night, employees get home with secured transportation modules. And part of that also is integrating it with existing systems. So it's definitely a huge force when many businesses struggle to integrate with new solutions, especially when they have legacy systems in place. So for us in Grab for Business, we can actually integrate seamlessly, even with like Conkers or any other tech platforms out there that they are currently using. So it does not really change the habits so much. It becomes more of an adaptation and an integration to improve their system flows. Let's look at also like how cost affects it, right? Grab for Business is something that is very beneficial. It's actually very free to use, even with a credit card. And you also have the option to switch to corporate billings. For nominal fee of thousands or hundreds of them. And I think that also gives you a very good scale when it comes to how we can provide better mobility solutions accordingly as the business grows as well. So you can start using Grab for Business with as few as 100 or 500 employees with a budget of about a certain amount, and it scales with you when your team grows as well. So I think that helps to modernize different corporate mobility and workforce, that also relates to employee satisfactory and reflects positively across the company.
Wonderful, EG. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Ask away. Happy to help.
Okay. Next one. So, e.g., for fast growing companies who are managing deliveries and logistics operations can quickly become complex. So, how does Grab for Business help organizations run these operations efficiently while keeping everything organized, trackable, and manageable?
So let's talk about how it can be more trackable logistics wise, right? So for Grab for Business, we actually do provide a very centralized platform for managing logistics operations. So this ensures that everything is organized and trackable for the companies. So for them to moving documents or products, let's say the proof of delivery with photos, digital signatures, etc. These are all integrated into the business portal that we have in Grab for Business. So no more of those like why where is my rider? All of these questions of like like how can we track efficiently? None of that. We will diminish all of that because we wanted to make it as trackable as possible, even within the app. Second would be cost predictability. So for Grab for Business portal, it actually includes different robust policies or features that is designed to help businesses manage budgets effectively. So if, for example, you have a sales team that has about 50,000 monthly limit, right? The system enforces it to automatically set no budget surprises so that at the end of the month, you are actually tracking costs more effectively. And there's a lot more in terms of like how we can set up different policy features to that so that there can be a very customized approach. It can be, the user group segmentation that we have, wherein there's like different policies for various user groups or departments. We can also set automated policy enhancements. This automatically enforces policies by restricting bookings that do not comply with your set guidelines. So this helps prevent any unauthorized expenses and ensures adherence to the company standards. Third would be the policy compliance reporting. So I understand that majority of the employees, they have access to different reports. So on policy compliance, to identify different trends or non-compliance issues and areas for improvement, we actually can set it up so that it can help maintaining certain control over corporate travel expenses, or even the management view of like how overall holistically Grab for Business is tracking all of these costs.
Right.
So there you go.
So, yeah, trackable, manageable, efficiency, everything just come in place.
Thank you
Okay.
for that. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We want to simplify it for our corporate partners. Understanding also, think wearing the hat of a businessman. I think it's very important for companies to make sure that there are certain policies and there's certain flexibilities also that is allowable. And that is the beauty of working with Grab for Business because it's a very easy to use platform. But at the same time, you don't have to worry all of these, struggles when it comes to how you can track costs or expenses, etc. So that really gives you a more, I guess that empowers more businesses to use the platform and also to support, their company's goals in achieving employee satisfactory. And yeah, that's I
And
think is why I love working for Grab for Business.
great, great one, EG. Okay, EG, last question for you. So Grab is widely known across Southeast Asia for everyday services like transport, food, and groceries. For HR leaders and the people function specifically, how would you describe the value of Grab for business, and how does it help make their role easier and more strategic?
Very good question. And thank you for acknowledging how widely known Grab is across Southeast Asia. As a super app, we tend to have I guess we tend to have a lot in terms of how we can support. I mean, like, we're very centered in terms of providing support to our Grab users, also to the partners that we work with. First is definitely recruitment and retention. So, in terms of how competitive different Philippine talent markets as well are, offering Grab services from transport to meals is actually is of a high value perk for all employees. So it shows that company cares about the employee safety and convenience. Second would be enhancing employee satisfaction. As I mentioned earlier, it's always about the security and also the welfare of our employees. So by providing reliable and convenient mobility solutions, HR is no longer just about payrolls. It's also about employee experience now. And we wanted to help the HR industry to move from being the people who process receipts to the people who actually do provide seamless work-life solutions to the employees of the company. Third would be the safety also of the culture, right? So as a culture, by providing a corporate sanctioned transport options, HRs are actually able to set the different standards for safety that they wanted for their employees. They can also, give them rides or give them basically the peace of mind that no matter what time they get home, no matter like if they're spending more time in productivity items, the company is still supporting them. Even with just a quick view of like how they can order a meal from Grab, etc. So some of these things are very much significant for us to provide a significant value to our HR leader partners, and also to help the people function based on these streamlined operations across the company. So enhancing employee satisfaction and supporting strategic HR initiatives definitely are the key perks or the key goals that we want HR leaders to feel as they work with Grab for Business.
Yep, that's great initiative, EJ. Okay, EJ, thank you so much for sharing these invaluable insights. It is clear that as organizations treating cost management, productivity, and workforce mobility, platforms like Grab for Business play an increasingly important role in supporting both people and business outcomes. All right.
Thank you, thank you. I'm happy to be part of this. To be able to extend how people can work more with Grab for Business, and also to represent Grab as a company, where we are centered with the security of our partners, streamlining processes, more effective and efficient ways of working, and definitely to provide the best attractive perks or value proposition also for HR leaders to their employees or to their employee partners.
All right, everyone. Grab for Business is a co-sponsor for the second annual CHROs and HR Leaders Summit Philippines 2026. So be sure to meet the Grab for Business team at the summit to learn more about how they are helping organizations simplify operations, improve transparency, and create better workforce experiences. Thank you so much, EG, for joining the
Thank
podcast
you,
today.
Rashika. Thank you to the Fortinus group, and for everybody, please do not hesitate to drop by our booth to the event, and yeah, ask for cards, ask for my teams. If you have any questions, I'm sure none of us would be privy to any information around services. So please come by and ask any questions possible. Happy to help you guys. Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
thanks to congrats in advance, CHRO.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone will stop by your booth to explore more on your solutions. Ichi, thank you so much. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning into the Fortinus Events Global Podcast Series. Stay with us for more conversations with leaders shaping the future of work and people. Until next time, bye bye. Thank you so much, Ichi.
Thank you. Bye, Rashika.